Merry Christmas. How y'all doing? I'm just super thankful to be on the train here this morning, going out to see my family. You can see we're going quite a clip. The VIA train has been amazing, but really packed for Christmas Day. I'm actually quite surprised. Anyway, my story starts yesterday as I was serving at the church. It was a late night, and I turned my phone on silent. Big mistake. So I came home last night, got myself to bed in a reasonable time, and then in the middle of the night I had this wicked stomach acid that came up, and so I was struggling with that, and so I got up for an hour and a half, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to get back to sleep. Thankfully I was able to fall asleep again with just praying myself to sleep, doing some deep breathing, the box breathing, and it was very, very helpful. And so I was like, all right, I'm good. So I got up at 7, and I was like, that's great. Like my train doesn't leave for another 2 hours, 15 minutes. I get enough time to drive across, out to the outskirts of the city and get my train. And I did the famous rollover. Rollover and silent alarms. Not a good combo. So anyway, I all of a sudden wake up at 8:30. So yeah, a little bit cutting it super close, actually ridiculously close. If there's any form of traffic, I wouldn't have made this train. And I think it was God being wonderful to me, because at the end of the day, since with no alarm, I was dreaming, and I was having some anxiety just about life and some of the hardships I've been going through. And all of a sudden, I start dreaming, about the police, and I start dreaming about like getting into accidents and running red lights and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so all of a sudden, I wake up in this panic sweat, and I look at the clock, and it's 8:30. So I gotta thank God, because if I didn't wake up, I would have missed this train. Like I was just a few minutes off of missing this train. So I think it was a God moment. I don't know, maybe it was my body alarm clock, but I'm pretty sure, because I have never really had that happen to me before. I'm not usually late. I'm on time for most things, or most things that are super, super important, especially with, time and travel deadlines. Anyway, so I'm racing, and it's just in the back of my head, it's like, be calm, be still, relax, it is what it is. I don't want to get into an accident, make things worse. So I jump on the highway, but just before I get on the highway, I see one of the OPP officers, the police officers. And so I say, okay, really take your time. But I got caught up with the travel, and I got caught up with everything that was going on. And somehow I had passed the officer, and I haven't had a ticket in 25 years. Like I've never really had a ticket before for speeding for nothing, just like parking violations. So I was freaking out a bit, but thankfully, I guess they ran my plates. There was no issues, and I made it with a couple minutes left over, and I'm just super thankful. So just wanted to share that story with you. God's always on time. Maybe it was supernatural, that dream. And just want to say Merry Christmas. If you have no one to chat with, just leave a comment. I got you. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. God bless. Have yourself a great Christmas time.